And I don't like his release, so stop talking about it.
I didn't say it once, but since you brought it up, I'm going to average heaps more than you. Yeah, at that price? Who? At that price, who? At that price.
No.
At that price. At that price. No one. Good. Matty for the
Too late.
Oh!
Too high.
They keep on asking me if Tom McCone's going to be a ruckman. It's not.
Not yet anyway.
Not even. He's not the best ruckman in
I
cup.
want to see Gibneys and Chesters. I want to see these.
You're not going to be seeing much of Chess, aren't you?
Oh, Francis. Poor Francis.
I just got concussed.
Doesn't care. Tom Mitchell doesn't just tug on the ball. Tom Mitchell kicks the winning goal and he got 140. Vice captain right now.
All right. Let's get into it. Welcome back to SuperCoach Masters. I'm George. And I'm here with Matt Steves.
And I'm Matt Steves here with Joe.
Matty. Far out, Matty. I was going to swear. But on top of it, nice and early, Matty. Day, Sheasel, Zeeble.
They're all crap. They're all done.
Oh, I hate them. All of them. I hate all of them.
So who do you hate? Day, Giesel, and Sheasel.
Sneasel.
And Zeebles.
And Schneeble.
What about Atkins?
I didn't mind him. He was not too bad. Like, I didn't hate him.
He was
72.
But like it was all in the last half, that's for sure. All right, Charles, let's get straight into it. It's going to be a shorter one. We're missing 2 games.
That's what you think, champ. It's going to be a long one because I've got a lot of shit to talk.
Oh, okay. What do we want to talk about?
Matty, I can't. I've got heat maps. I've got CBAs.
Oh, you're bringing heat maps into this.
You don't want... Champ.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do.
I do.
I was just...
Where were these heat maps at the start of the year? Like, people have probably got like 10, 12 times left.
You don't have to see the heat maps. I look at all the heat maps and I give you the info. So if I'm saying something, I've looked at the heat maps, okay?
How hot, speaking of heat maps, how hot was that Tom Mitchell on the weekend, champ? He was...
I don't know how.
Smoking
well,
hot.
let's just start off with what we brought in, right?
Okay.
Because you know how all week I wanted to bring in that Briggs.
What happened, Jay? Did you bring him in?
Nah.
Chap, Jim, you said something to me last week, and they were the funniest ones. Oh, why don't you just make Tom Mitchell captain? Oh, while you're at it, why don't you make Kieran Briggs captain? Chap, Tom Mitchell and Briggs were the two.
So what you're saying is my advice was great.
But you were. Well, it was condescending. It was a condescending.
Okay, and no one put Tom Mitchell or Briggs captain.
But they should have.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I know.
Anyway, I didn't go for Briggs.
So you went for?
I don't know if maybe someone else out there was tempted to get Briggs, but they didn't. Especially me, because I had Darcy and Radicalia.
You had every opportunity to get him.
I had every opportunity to get Briggs and English, and I got neither of them.
And you got neither of them.
And I don't know if anyone else is in the same boat, but I know how you feel, and trust me,
it's not good.
it's not good.
Champ, he's got up so much money, and he's going to go up
86K.
another 55k if he gets a 91.
Who's he got this week?
Champ, who
We're
cares?
all over the place, but Goldstein good. Goldie.
Goldie should have
All right, Matty, I'm going to get straight into the coffee shouts.
6 Sunts of Sicking, Sunting, Hall of
I've
Fame.
got some coffee shouts.
How many?
We've got 4. And
Whoa.
this is Engo from last week.
My
Hey,
boy.
Engo.
So much,
Hey,
my boy.
legends. Loving every podcast. And we love you, Engo. Glad I found the Masters from a jerry can to a love heart. Love it. Keep smashing it. Will do, Engo. And you are still the love heart because we love you.
I know, I love him the most. You had him banned and suspended because he supported my emotions when you're reading at the CBAs.
I wouldn't call them emotions. I'll be calling it some sort of insubordination.
Okay, whatever you want to call it, champ. I would never ban you.
Shane Marchoni. So I was speaking to Shane on Twitter, right?
Always.
And I was helping him out with the trade. He's like, appreciate the help as always. Keep up the good work, Matt and the other bloke. So Shane, thanks for that, mate.
Thank you, Shane.
I was the one helping you, not Matt. So.
Another Blake Jones.
Absolutely, Shane. What are you doing?
That's all
Big Ocker. Big Ock. The big OC. Don't wreck it yet. They can't see it yet.
All right, cool.
All right. Went to the Bombers and Roos game.
Wow.
Close one. Thank God Zerrett did his thing. Got Ridley this week too and was worth it. I got Ridley.
Was he worth it?
And he got 100. No, I'm really thinking he wasn't because he looked like the Ridley of old. I know he got 100, but he didn't look like his 28 possession kind of Ridley.
And Merritt was on 100 and something at half time. He did nothing for the rest. Like he
got a good tag, but still 138 or whatever he got. I think.
I'll take that any day of the week.
I mean, I don't have English. I don't have Merritt.
What
did you score this week?
I scored. I don't know. Let's have a look. I scored pretty well.
You would have scored well. You got Tom Mitchell, Briggs, and
oh yes, okay. I did have Eddie Ford on the field. I only had 18 players playing exactly.
Oh,
so
you just copped it right in your face. Like
where
the
is
dirty
I
guy
scored
you are.
18-15.
Nice, Matty. Nice.
Yeah, 18-15.
And I got 18.
Is that what I scored?
What did I get, Matty? Were you there?
Geordie, I think he scored 1860 something.
I'm such a mad dog.
Geordie scored 1867.
And that's with no Briggs, English, or Zeeble.
Yeah, but you had how many players to choose from?
21. But
That's a lot
three
of
of them are... more than three of them. Anyway, speaking of Zeeble,
Yeah.
Dalla comes in with 10 coffees and he says, Zeeble.
Who's Della?
He's the SuperCoach baller.
The SuperCoach.
Oh my God, Shawn Michaels. All right, Scotty, too hotty.
Oh, Scotty too hotty. Scotty
Too hotty. So that's Scotty.
Della?
Yeah,
Scotty
let's
Della.
put it up. And look at that. I was speaking to Scotty, which is formerly known as SuperCoach Baller. Let's let you know as we were talking, because we were talking about Z. He was like, oh, yeah, by the way, we're doing the episode soon. Just letting you know you have the top 4. He's like, what? No, I'm not. And then he's like,
Cha-ching!
Bang.
He wants the hoodie.
He wants the hoodie because everyone wants that top 4 position because you got the best chance of winning something in that top 4 position and you get to choose what you want. The Wahab, 450, fresh off his sesh at the cinemas.
Fresh off the Bruce. The Bruce. Can I ask why it's 322? How do you get a 22 SuperCoach?
Because he doesn't buy coffees at Bruce. He does these super chats, which are weird numbers.
Okay, so that's how you calculated that one.
Yeah.
All right.
And Big Scott, he's gone up to 3rd with, 10 coffees. That will do it. That will do. Yeah, that's almost consolidated this spot in there. And it looks like
Whiskey G, good old Shano. He's been dragged out, champ.
he has, Matty. And the Big Ocker, first he came in, Ocker came straight into 3rd. Put Scotty and Whiskey D down a peg. Then Scotty came back over the top. But Big Ocker in the top 4. Ocker, if you want to let me know what you want, you get a sexy picture of the Bont until you tell me otherwise.
A sexy picture of the Bont judging the footy. Nice one.
And Whiskey D back in the minor league with Dave Turn It Up. So it used to be Dave Turn It Up.
Turn it up.
Dean Fieldo and Benny T with SuperCoach Baller up there.
Yeah.
And credit to the ball. Who's the first one that messaged me saying, I love your podcast. How do I support you guys?
Who's that?
SuperCoach Ball, Scotty Tuati.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. So on you, Scotty, one of our first ever listeners and supporters and still doing it. Craig Los Pistoles up there. Engo with the love heart getting his SuperCoach points right up there with the 70. Billy Bobby up there. Kados. Benny T dead. Jamie, it's been a while, mate. You're starting to go a little cold. Shane Marchoni, I'm going to go to him. He's getting the Muppet for saying Matt and the other bloke.
Oh, get over it, Joel. He's so offended.
Muppets.
We're not Muppets.
Tyson Muppet.
Tyson's a Muppet.
Tyson actually is not that much of a Muppet.
No, he's pretty funny.
Yeah, because he actually was supporting. Remember when we had that Dawson Merritt?
Yes.
He said, yeah, we're with George on this one. So.
Okay. So anyone that's taking your side clearly gets...
100%. If you guys haven't realised that
create
yet.
the narrative.
Oh, no, I don't create the narrative. I just give Muppets to the narratives I don't agree with.
Exactly. Then we've got Chris Bouchard, Adam N, Blake B, Dylan, Ducker Boys, Brad Lewis, Peterson, Batman, Michael Long, all coming in on the low end of the scale. Still a chance to win a prize.
Still a chance.
John Mears, Chase Jones, Mark P and Champ.
Chase Jones and Pio.
Champ. Yeah,
They
are both out of my team. Champ.
Well, we had Took Miller and Tom Mitchell right into the show early in videos, so it's not outside chance you got them to contact us, but I doubt it.
There was them.
Now that the absolute mad dogs of the world have
6 months done and dusted.
Matty, the prize, whatever you want, top 4, you turn out to be the winner, you pick.
You get one of these ones, or you get a nice polo turp, whoever wins.
Matty
and which will leave the remaining top 2, the seconds, the reserves.
All right, that's out of the blue. If we're going to just, because we love a gamble.
Oh yeah.
What do you reckon? Who do you think's going to win it from the Major League as is right now?
Oh, look, if anyone deserves it, it's definitely the Wahab. I've been telling him to give him a polo top since, maybe
Matty, you can still give him a polo top if you want.
I think I might if he loses.
But what about the other boys? They equally deserve one.
Oh, they all do. Even Whiskey D's, Dave Turn It Up, Dean Fields. Dean Fields has been my before we even started in the preseason, I had a liking to Dean Fields because I didn't know that he was one of our watchers, but I liked what he said. I liked his team, backed him up, and he ended up being a follower anyway. So there's, and especially Engo. Engo's my true love.
So let's have a random punt. Who do you think's going to win it from both leagues?
Ooh, I would think probably the Bruce. The Bruce, I feel like he's a lucky gun. I
reckon he's just got the luck. I reckon the Wahab might win. Just based on sheer numbers.
Sheer numbers.
And I think in the other league, I reckon someone mid-table might win. I reckon it might be Kados or something.
All right, do you want to play favourites? Do you want to pick your top 2 from here? And I'll
just guessing.
No, not guessing. Like who you would want to win.
I want all of them to win. I love all of them.
To win.
Except for maybe P and Ed and Chase Jones.
What about Mizza?
No, I love all of them.
What about Mizza?
He's my brother.
And?
Yeah. I hope he has a good crack at winning.
Okay, cool. Good. All right, let's get straight.
There's nothing I'd love more to see him at family events wearing one of these bad boys.
That's also true.
That's me and you wearing this. All right, man, let's get into the
D's versus Blues. What a great game this was.
Now, if you thought Petrarca was going to get a tag, you were wrong because...
Who said that? I never said that.
Well, because, Carlton always tags.
Yeah? With who? Who was on in the team?
Yeah, but maybe they thought maybe Matt Kennedy was going to go to him.
Matt Kennedy was playing in the back line, not the Carlton
Not
Blues.
really, mate. Let's get into the CBAs. I'll tell you where everyone was playing, okay?
Tell us.
Now...
All right, before you do that, I just want to make note. Like, I called a couple of weeks ago. I think one more loss from Carlton, especially against Essendon. Like, do you see the coach getting the arse or not? Like it was.
I kind of get confused with whether I think he's going to get the arse or whether I want him to get the arse. I really do want him to go.
I kind of want him to stay just to make them more shit. Like, I hope they back him in. But
I really want Doherty's role to change because he's scoring up, and I know if you get a new coach, they can't play him in any worse position. They're going to either put him back in the back line or in the midfield. Not this half forward then runs up to, or this half back then runs up to the midfield. I hate it so much. Yeah. All right, CBAs.
Go.
Tommy Sparrow, 15 highs for the game. Yuck. Finey, 15 highs for the game as well. Yuck. Also, DeConey and Cripps, 15 highs for the game. Yuck.
Okay.
Chera, 13. He's actually scored top score for Carlton from memory. Petrarca 10, Gawn 9, Grundy 9, Kennedy 8, Brayshaw 7, Sam Walsh 7, Harm 6, Doherty 6, Paddy Wow 4, and some other duds no one cares about at 1. So they're the kick-ins, Matt. They're the CBAs. The kick-ins, May got 6, McGovern got 5, Sard got 4, Jordan Boyd, your favourite, got 4.
He's not my favourite.
1 to Bowie, 1 to Slim. It's really...
No Doherty?
You don't see any Doherty there. You don't see any Brayshaw there. McGovern looks like the person they like kicking out the most. That's what the stats have to say, Matt Steeves.
Well, champ, the stats have to say that Petrarca got 160 against the Carlton Blues without Oliver. All these other duds are really flourishing.
And a lot of people had the VC on him. I think it was the third or fourth highest VC option, and amazing for them guys.
No one else really to see. Gawn did 103. Grundy had a stinker and a 74. Van Roonen, though, people that kept him. A lot of people traded him out, though.
Fair enough, though, because...
he does an X factor and gets 16 touches and a goal, and that gets him 106.
I reckon that's his highest number for the year.
Oh, yeah, I think it's...
Ben Brown was meant to come back.
Well,
he was meant to be fit, so unless he's keeping him out of the team, I don't know, maybe it's another week, but I don't see... Good on you guys for getting Van Roonen and hopping on him and keeping the faith for this long.
Champ, a funny stat, Kaiser Picker gets another 38.
Yeah. That train has long sailed. None of us here got him.
I know. Chera done his thing, got 129. Doherty draws. Were you happy with that? I don't think you should be.
Well, it's the second highest score in Carlton, and if you said that, you'd probably say yes, but 96, 26 touches... I don't like his role, but he's doing well scoring and getting those touches.
You were thinking about getting Paddy Cripps in this week. George's got an 89. What did you think?
I thought he was...
Not this week, the week that passed. What? You thought about getting
I thought... he's... Well...
He was on 60 at half time.
He was. He looked like, damn, you should have got him, but... Nah,
60 at half time, and he only got 23 touches, sorry. Ended up on an 89.
You know what, if he's getting 90s at his price, it's almost worth it. So
almost.
I don't mind him. If he had a different buy, I would be definitely considering
Big stinker
him.
From Sam Walsh, champ, 72.
Lowest number of the year, Matty, and I think he can get as low as 520k with a couple more tons.
That's what we want to see. Nothing else.
It's hard to kind of look at the blue players because you need to grab them after the buy, or you have to grab them and cop an extra week off.
I don't want to do that.
And when there's so many other players that have already had their buy, which you can get them for a full. Now let's talk about Petrarca a bit.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people are going to want to jump on him. Why wouldn't you? Because he's the hottest midfielder in the comp. But Oliver's coming back in. Is that going to affect his scoring?
Possibly. We'll go back in the fall. Even with those CBAs, those Sparrows and who else did you say?
Sparrows, Vineys.
Sparrows and Vineys were getting more CBAs than Petrarca. So who knows? But again, they did play Carlton Blues. And Carlton Blues are clearly in a big slump of turd sewage at the moment.
I love talking shit on Carlton.
You know what I was watching this guy called Muzza. And he's just he's just an old, he's on TikTok, guys. Look him up, MUZZA. Like, he's just so biased of Carlton, even more than I for Collingwood. But the way that he talks about Collingwood and how shit we are, and Carlton and how great they are. And he was even at halftime saying...
Muzzer.
They were
This
down
is what you do in your spare time.
It was so funny. Look him up. Comment if you know what I'm talking about, but he's pretty funny.
Zero comments that know what Muzzer is.
No, they'll know. But Chinchilla Champ, did you like his return?
I didn't, because he got 39 Dream Team. He deserved 39 SuperCoach.
He got a 61. Jordy, you traded him out.
I did.
You did. All right, George. That's why you hated him.
So I just to clarify, I got in Decam, Ridley, and Ford, which I was planning on being a forward of Briggs.
Yeah. Do you have any cash for this week?
I do, yes.
A lot. How much?
I have enough for my trades.
Whoa, George. I brought in.
Don't tell me next week. Tell me this week.
This week, yeah. So I ended up doing exactly what I wanted to do and didn't change. So Briggs was out for P and Net, got 128. Ford came out for Samson Ryan, which was good. Samson Ryan lost another shitload of cash this week. And I bought in Dawson for somebody. Somebody, I don't know who
Ashcroft?
it was. Yes, Ashcroft. So I bought in Dawson for Ashcroft.
I also got rid of Ashcroft.
You also got rid of
I got rid of Ashcroft, Darcy, and Radicalea.
Yeah.
And I didn't get English or Briggs.
Yeah.
Letting everyone know I didn't get English or Briggs. I don't know how I scored well, but...
You did. Draws Hawthorn, Port Adelaide. Show me those CBAs.
Matt Steve, now what a game of... Oh, man.
Look, Port Adelaide, I watched the first half and it just looks so... Oh, these guys, they were already up close by 100 points, but Hawthorn came back in the second half.
They did.
They did a couple of quick goals, but didn't really do much.
Matty,
it still wasn't interesting.
I got heat maps.
They were two... Oh, draws. He's got heat maps. Let's have some CBAs, please.
CBAs, highest for the game, 29, which is Reeves, the ruckman, as you can expect. Newcomb, 28. Butters, his record highest CBAs ever.
He got 129 Dream Team, but only 105.
Record highest CBAs ever for Butters, 27. 27. Record highest ever for Warple, 27.
Jules, it's very easy to say record highest because there was literally almost 40 goals kicked in this high
Also percentage
game.
highest.
Yeah.
For the game percentage. These are the two highest. This is, trust me, Matt Siebes.
Okay, I'm trusting you.
Butters and Warple, 27 each, highest for their career and almost highest for the game. Rosie, 26. Nash, 25. Lysett, 24 and subbed out. Horn Francis, 23. Drew, 22. Wines, 22. Day, 19. His lowest for the year, percentage-wise. Cam McKenzie, 10. Finlayson, 9. Dylan Moore, 9. Meek subbed out 9, and there's a bunch of guards no one cares about.
Let's speak of the stupid Hawthorn. So Will Day, he ended up being in the backline role.
He did.
Which was really upsetting me, and I don't like him. He only got 6 kicks, that's not like him, and 14 handballs. And
his possessions are going down because of that, Matty, and the heat map I have is actually Will Day, but I'll get into the kick counts before I show you that.
Sure.
6 to Hardwick, no, seriously, that's what you can expect. 4 to Farrell, 4 to Mackenzie, and 3 to Scrimshaw, 3 to Weddle. Handy boost. You don't have Weddle, do you?
No.
2 to Burden, 1 to Williams, 1 to Houston, 1 to Will Day back there in the defense, Matty, and that looks horrible. This is Will Day's heat map. I'll put it up for you guys as well.
So the centre and the
So he
backline.
had centre and backline, and it looks like hardly any forward. Look at how many possessions he got in that backline. So
we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 possessions in that backline.
That's inside the defensive 50.
Out of 20.
Yeah, so it's looking...
So he's playing half-half, 50-50 it looks like.
And usually he was getting the highest CBAs for Hawthorn, so this can be very concerning. Or is it because Sicily wasn't in the team?
I would imagine Sicily was going to be in the team, but I don't really want to imagine any time sooner because I want him gone. He's cucks, and I want him gone. George Warple, he had a really good first half and then just went...
Did he have a good... No, I thought he had a really good second half.
No, other way around.
No, I watched the game, so
did I. Only winner to half-time. Hawks only winner to half-time.
Yeah, he was the only winner, but he's played really good the last half.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. I watched the whole game. Just because Fat Monty puts a stupid icon next to his name and says good half, bad half, doesn't... I watched the whole game, and I reckon he at least got like 15 to 20 possessions in the second half.
Not effective.
They were effective. He got 80% efficiency.
What do you think he was at a half-time?
Like 50, 40? Okay. Not even, maybe 35.
I thought he was a lot higher than that.
No, I watched the whole game, Matty.
All right, calm down, Jordy, and those roids. All right, so besides that, Whittle, people that got him, good on you, 25 touches.
25 touches, making me coin, Weds.
Would have been good for a nice, that Seamus Mitchell.
But it would have been nice to have a nice catch jump so I could get rid of him this week.
Oh, yeah, I want to get rid of all those Hawthorn duds by their buy round. No one really else to talk about. Dylan Moore, anyone that jumped on him after 146? You got a
I just don't
60.
think you could jump on Hawks
I don't
anymore,
know.
can you?
You just want to get rid of all of them. Port Adelaide, here we go. Fiddleson, he kicked 5 goals before half-time. Good for him.
Who cares?
Yep, who cares? Zach Butters, 105. Rose, 98, doing what they do best. It's not even what they do best.
They should have got a lot more points. 7 tackles and a goal as well.
Horn Francis, 73. Champ, I don't think
Horn Francis only gets 73.
Yeah,
there you go.
18 touches. No one really touched it. Dylan Williams, again, getting an 84. Just
I
really...
think he had a 20 in there as well. But
He got subbed out last game.
Did he get subbed out? Okay.
Yeah, and then he came back and done that. Good for him. Josh Sin gets his first look at the AFL pill this year. Get 4 touches, 20 SuperCoach.
Mate, I reckon Butters is... If he gets these CBAs more often, he's going to start...
He is way too expensive for anyone to be looking at him at the moment.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But, I mean, he could go next level. Like, he can go to Super Saiyan Rose.
Well, he could. He could. To Zamazus. All right, Jaws, nothing else to see on this game. Now let's go to the best game of the round.
Is it Collingwood?
Yes. How did you know? Collingwood West Coast. Degoe out for 7 to 8 weeks now, probably about
10 to 80 weeks. Well, probably everyone times this, Sydney. I reckon he's going to get bang on the nose, 3 or 4.
I reckon it'll be at least 4.
Well, if you saw Cozzy's bump on Bailey Smith when he got suspended, how he left the ground, saw it and whacked him, knocked him out, concussed. He got 2 weeks for that. If the guy gets 2 weeks, it's a huge win.
It's a huge... I doubt he's going to get 2 weeks. I think he's going to get at least 3.
At least 3. We'll talk about some trade options later for Degoe, but let's get into the CBAs because Dom Sheed, Old Man Sheed, 25 CBAs.
Old Man Sheed.
Bailey Williams, 25. Degoe, 25. Decam, 23. Getting some more time ago. Matty, quick time ago, 79 for Decam.
Yep.
Callie, 22. Yo, 20. God, he looked good.
He's great.
18 to Pendles. 16 to Giddenby. 16 only to Mitchell. A bit low on his average. 13 to Adams. 12 to Nicky Dakes. 7 to Mason Cox. 5 to Jamison. 5 to Chris. 3 to Petrocelli. And a couple of other duds no one cares about. Matty, kick-ins.
Tell me about it.
Well, when Shannon Hearn went out with only 2 kick-ins, Duggan got 5 and Witherden got 4. Darcy Moore 3, Dacos with a couple of 2, and Noble 2, Luke Foley 1. I imagine Luke's his first name. Quaynor 1 and Pendles 1. Matt Z's, what did you think of this game?
Tom Mitchell, 132, topped out for the whole game. What a superstar, Nick Dacos.
13 tackles.
Oh, he got 13 tackles.
And a goal.
15
contested.
Yeah, he was on fire.
Wow.
Nick Dacos got 30 touches and 3 goals. Surely he gets 3 votes there. What I liked, not really, was Elliot Yeo kicking the shit. Normally I don't watch West Coast games, but today I watched it very well. Yesterday I watched it very closely. Elliot Yeo was just really dominating
He looked really good, didn't he?
He really hurt us. Dom Sheed.
What did he score for the listeners, Matty?
Oh, Elliot Yeo, he got 125, 26 touches, 16 contested, 7 clearances. Dom Sheed got 43 touches.
Was his 150th game or 200th game?
150. Dom Sheed, 150 games, gets 43 touches and a goal. With 109.
Good on you, Old Man Sheed.
Old Man Sheed. Callie's still doing those 115s.
I still say that no one should have any West Coast players.
No. Not long. I think Jamie still might have him. He's a cash cow for whoever still hold him. Oscar Allen, 90s, doing the things, but no one else besides that are jam and dumped. But Collingwood, Darcy Cameron champ, were you happy with Darcy Cameron's 23 touch, 31 hit out performance?
I wasn't.
You wanted more?
I mean, 23 touches, 31 hit outs, 15 contested possessions. I expected more. I think he would have got more. There was a stage, I think, if you were watching the whole game, right at the end, he done a big contested mark, and then the umpire called this really soft free against him. I reckon that was at least a 10 to 12 point turnaround.
That was the clanger mark, yeah, it would have been, because it would have been minus 3 points, it would have been plus about 7.
Yeah, so I reckon that was like, I'm not a biased Collins supporter like you. There was no free kicking.
No way. No way. No way, champ. I was yelling, and she's like, "What are you yelling?" Mrs. was like, "What are you yelling about?" I'm like, "Free kick against Darcy. What do you mean? You just took a bit to test a
I don't know. I can never get funny about when my player gives away a free kick. It's all just rage.
A couple of injury concerns with Hoskinelli and Bro Macquarie.
I'm not too concerned.
No, I'm just saying Harvey Harrison, is he going to keep his spot?
If he does, he still has to play this week, and then he gets a bye. Then we can reassess at Carlton's.
Okay.
The week after. I won't say Carlton's by the last bye.
Yeah, the last bye. And then I think Finlay McRae might get a call up too. Rumours on the ground. Obviously, Jordan DeGoey is going to get dropped for another 3-4 weeks, which
obviously
dropped. Not dropped, suspended, but not playing. Probably go to Bali. Be good, Geordie. But then...
Yeah, right, Matty.
Yeah, right, Matty. We'll do it.
Just get some chicks and Molly.
But yeah, champ, I'm happy with all the boys.
That's how he speaks.
That's how he speaks. Yeah, I'm happy with all the boys there. Any comments?
Yeah, there's a couple of comments. With the goalie out, I reckon Tom Mitchell might get some more CBAs.
I think Taylor Adams will.
Yeah, maybe, but Tom Mitchell only had 16 for this game, which is pretty low. So you expect him to go back up there. 30 touches and 13 tackles. That's a really good game, Matty. I was expecting way more of a bit of zest from you. You know, oh, the bet's still not dead yet.
Oh, champ, there's still, half a year to go?
There is. Yeah. Aren't you getting excited? Because
Well,
if that 132 was a 70, that would have been all over.
We can't play West Coast every week.
Yes, we can.
No,
I mean, we're top of the ladder. Every team's like the West Coast.
Maybe Jack Crisp might come back into the midfield, champ. Because he's been pretty dead this year. He's not been his Jack Crisp of old last year, but maybe he could come back into the midfield.
Oh, this jumper is just so damn soft and
cool. Oh, it's so nice. All right, Jules, let's move on to the next game. Bulldogs versus Geelong.
Matty, if you got to go and you traded him in, not much. You hate life, but
people would have got him captain too.
Vice captain, because they were vice captain.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
yes.
Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Because
we'll talk about the trades on Thursdays or Wednesdays. Wednesdays because
Wednesday.
Thursday night.
Early game.
Thursday night football. It's back.
I know, but the podcasts.
Yeah.
And the teams. I wanted the teams and the podcasts.
Yeah. All right. I still got a little bit of teams.
CBAs for the Dogs and the Cats, Matt Seaves. 24 to Blitzars, doing tagging, doing rucking. Liberatore, 23, bouncing back. 23 to Tree Law, getting all the CBAs. English, 23. Atkins, 23. Bont, 19. Bit injured with that hyperextended knee. Bevo said it was nothing to worry about. 17 to O'Connor. 17 to Cick, who was subbed out tactically, which was pretty stupid against the rampant English. Tanner Braun, 17. 11 only to McRae. Very low CBAs with Treloar back in the team. Bailey Smith, a very low 8 CBAs with back in the team. Treloar, so 5 to Lob, 4 to Stengel, 4 to Nieviet, 4 to Close, and 1 to Ollie Henry.
Well, based on those CBAs, champ, it does look like that Bailey... Well, so last week, McRae and Bailey Smith both got 54 and 50% time on the bowl in the CBAs. They clearly dropped to 39 with McRae and 29 with Caleb Daniel. So Bailey Smith, not Caleb Daniel. But Trelaw clearly upped his game and took McRae and Bailey Smith's time on
what I was trying to tell you, McRae had his third lowest CBAs for the year, and by a fair margin because it's not even near the blue. Yep. So it's... Yeah, so obviously Trelaw back in the team does affect McRae's CBAs. I think he was still pretty fortunate to score over
It wasn't affecting his scoring potential though, because he did get 145 against Adelaide when he had his second lowest.
Yeah, but he can have those games here and there. But more consistently, if he's getting 20% CBAs, it's more than likely that he's not going to be getting 140. Yeah. Yes, he can get them, but you want more consistent big numbers.
Definitely champ. He only got 29 touches and a goal, which is still pretty good.
How much touches?
McRae got 29 touches and a goal.
Yeah.
So, like I said, there was last week's podcast. Geelong, there's about 2 or 3 people that will get over 100. This week, Geelong's Tom Stewart maxed out, and then there was 103 by Nivet, which was out of the blue. Blitzarves is around that, and so is Cameron because he had a good game because he kicked a couple of goals. But what did we say? Everyone that plays against Geelong, it's always the opposition. They have been. Look at all of those scores. Caleb Daniel 169, English 156, Treloar 131, Lieber 122, even Bailey Dale 116, Bont 100. These 100s just don't stop, champ.
Who's Sean play next week? Oh, they got the bye.
They got the bye. I'm just telling you. We've spotted some. You've spotted it pretty quickly that St Kilda leaked points in the back line.
Jake Lloyd, Matty, I know you're excited about it this week. Would you put in Vice?
Oh, we could. And clearly Geelong just leak points to the opposition regardless. George, you want some kick-ins?
I do.
Because I want to know who's kicking it in.
Do you really? Doesn't sound like you, Matty. All right, so 6 to Bailey Dale. He another third ton in a row. Identified him at 4-4 or 4-3, whatever he was. And now he's gone all the way up to like 500, Matty. He's on fire now.
Is it because of JJ Hannison hurting himself that he's picked up his game ever since?
It could be, although because JJ was played forward as well, but it could also be the fact that he was just in a bit of a form slump, made a nice, decrease in his price gen to come grab him. So he's still scoring okay. Kick out 6 to Dale, 6 to Tui, 4 to Guthrie, only 2 to Tom Stewart, which is very upsetting. He could have got on last 140.
I know. They kicked 15 behinds, Western Bulldogs.
I know.
Who took them all?
I'm telling you, 6 to Tui, 4 to Guthrie. That's 10 already.
That's bullshit.
2 to Stewart. That is, oh yeah, it is bullshit. 1 to Caleb Daniel, 1 to Isaac Smith, 1 to DeConing.
Well,
come on. This is why...
Look,
they won. They won. They're not changing it.
The only good thing about that was Zach Tui did get me my 20 possessions in that game. With those
yeah, that sounds great, champ.
That sounds great.
Yay.
So besides Tom Stewart, Jeremy Cameron's Strick back again.
You say Stom Stewart a lot.
Stom Stewart, 127. Good job. Jeremy Cameron, 107 champ. Did you know that Hawkins has gone back down to that cucky price?
He has. He's made his 170k and he's gone back down to that price. He's still got more weeks to lose.
You still snare him.
I think at this point of the year,
you're not going to be snaring him.
I'm not going to be snaring him.
No, nothing really good, champ. Ollie Mullen, what a dud.
No, he's not. I mean, he was a dud scorer, but if you score the presser after the game, Scott said he was really impressed with him, impressed with his poise, and to see him back it up on the field. I think
10 touches and 2 tackles.
He liked him, and then I think he's a safe rookie to pick a week early because I think that
Dangerfield's coming back.
He's going to be named. Well, he just had sung his praises in the press conference after the game.
Oh, let's hope so, George. And you know what? Even if he doesn't get a game, he's $102,000. Like
you probably want him to play against the third. The 2 last buys, eh?
Yeah, I guess so. That makes sense too. But yeah, there's nothing really much to say, champ. Anyone here you're eyeing?
Eyeing off, Matty. I don't know how many trades. English, probably, Matty. Okay, so let's talk about this.
He's out of reach.
Let's just give a bit of a
top 3 players that you should have got that you didn't. Go.
English.
Yeah.
How early?
We're talking as early as you want.
As early as I want. Petrarca.
Oh, yeah.
And it wouldn't have hurt to get Butters.
It wouldn't have hurt to get Butters. I'll probably say Bont. I'll probably say English, because they're the only 2 that are really hurting me every week.
Bont was a very quiet. I mean, after he went ballistic in the first quarter and 2.
No, he went very good. Who else would I want to get? Probably
a decent
rookie that we missed out on that was really making the cash, like a Chandler.
Oh, Chandler and Ben Roonan.
Yeah, probably
someone like that would have been nice.
Yeah, definitely. What about you guys? Anyway, let's go to the next game, dudes.
Caleb Daniel, he's scored so good in the last 3 or 4 rounds. Is he the biggest, massivest pod that anyone could have right now? Because he's gone ballistic, Matty.
He's done pretty well. Got 144, 117, and 169 in his last 3. That is...
He's averaging like 150 in his last 3 games.
Or easily. I don't know what else to say, George.
I don't know why he's doing what he's doing. But he's just doing it.
It's not like he's getting...
30, 25, and 35. Yeah, okay. We don't worry about Caleb Daniel.
Don't worry. It's
all right, now, would you recommend someone, I don't know, I've got a friend called, let's call him George Jr.
George Jr., yeah.
He wants to get an English.
Okay.
But there's already players in the first buy that have had their buy. And if you're trading in anyone now, they're going to miss a game. Mm-hmm. But George Jr. really wants English. All right, it's me.
Yeah,
I really want English. I really want English, Matty.
Yeah.
But if I get him in, he's going to miss a week. But it's almost too late because his break-even is about 100. He's just scored 150. He's going to keep on going up. And this is the cherry on top. He's playing Port Adelaide this week, which is Lycett, who got injured, might not even play this week. Mm-hmm. And he's playing a ruckless Port Adelaide. I can guarantee another 150.
You could potentially...
If I'm telling you if Tim English is going to get another 150 this week, what do you say to that?
Champ, get him. Who are you going to get rid of him for?
So many players. I've got so many players. Let's talk. I can't wait to talk about Zeeble and Cheezel.
Yeah.
And that day. His day is numbered.
Jules is too funny. Good one. You're scaring the people, Jules.
I don't give a shit, champ. The best game of the round.
Gold Coast Adelaide's the best game of the round.
You sure? Anderson, 27 CBAs.
Wow, look at him go, 120.
Rao, 27 CBAs.
Wow, look at him go, 101.
Swallow, 26 CBAs.
Boo.
Rory Laird, 26 CBAs.
Yay, 112, good on him.
Shut up. Rolly O'Brien, 26 CBAs. Boo. 25 wins.
Oh, go with T.
No. 24. This is important. Keys, 24 to Keys.
I know, he's looking
He's
good.
got 2 big roles in the midfield as well.
Tagging.
Dual position. Can get him in the forward line, guys. Super duper pod.
Keys got 106.
20 to Dawson.
Chad,
Slipped
he
off.
did 10 tackles.
Dawson.
Ben Keys.
Okay, 20 to Jordan Dawson. 13 to Humphreys, which is pretty handy. 13 to Sloan, 7 to Casbox, 7 to Pedlar. I don't really care about the rest of them, Matty. CBAs are done. Now kickouts. 8 to Brody Smith.
Boo.
6 to Powell, who's getting his kickouts back from the Atkins and stuff. 3 to Hinge. 3 to Chase Jones.
Oh, my boy. He's made his money.
2 to Farah. 1 to Atkins, 1 to Sloan, 1 to Malera. Matty, what did you make of this game? Because there was a lot of potential captain options.
I love this game. So,
You loved this game.
no, I didn't really. Well, Chase Jones got an 87. I'm pretty happy with 58 Dream Team. And he is now ripe for the trading.
It wouldn't be ripe in one more week. I mean, if he gets an 87, I imagine he'd be very ripe next week.
When you've got some good, sexy break-evens that are premiums like Neils and Brayshaw's and that are all like 80s and 70s, and it's time to get him in, champ. And Chase Jones break-evens is 67. So
Luke Ryans and stuff.
Luke Ryan's got a high break-even.
Sinclair?
Sinclair, I've already got him in the team, but Sinclair's break-even, I think you can wait on, 78, but he's going to be losing that big 160, and then you can kind of snare him in. Snare and stuff. But no, I like this game, George. Led 112, played one of his shitty games, and he's still done that.
He had such a good first quarter. So did Dawson, so did Bont, and everyone that had their captains.
What happened?
They lost.
Just what happened?
I reckon they lost and they didn't come to the party.
Like Laird gets 22 touches and only 5 tackles. That's not Laird.
It's still pretty good SuperCoach score
Supercoach,
for those.
that's what I'm saying.
For those, I'm not too unhappy about his score.
No, I'm not either. That's why.
I'm more unhappy about Dawson. He got 30 touches, 6 tackles, kick to goal, and he had a season, not a season low, but he had a relatively low CBA percentage for the last 5 weeks. Only getting 106.
It's because that Joe Day went down. Maybe he was hanging around in the back line a bit.
Get out the heat maps.
Yeah, get out those heat maps, and I think you'll find Dawson has been a bit in the back line there because Joe Day, he only had 5% game time and got subbed out. Then we had...
Your boy Anderson back. Matty, I know you judge Anderson based on 2 games at a time, so if he gets another 150, is he back in?
No.
I don't understand.
He's done.
I don't understand.
I made a mistake. Jared Witt's 99. That's pretty sad. He only got 6 touches, but 48 dominating hitouts.
Hit out of redos.
He done so much hit out of redos to good old O'Brien's 28. Humphrey, George, you happy with that? I don't understand how.
Humpty Dumpty, kick 2 goals.
Can you get that? Can you see that?
35% efficiency.
And he gets...
Matty, 2 Humpty Dumpty goals.
He sat on the ball and kicked a goal anyway.
Matt Hodger, 2-8, Humphrey at 2-8-3.
Roy Atkins was like on 15 at halftime. What did he do in the second half?
He got 50 points.
He sure did, and he sure did. Fired across.
I started watching the other game. I watched the first half of this game, the second half of the Dogs game. Did you see where Atkins was playing?
I fell asleep.
Heat maps. We'll get out the heat maps. But anyway, I think Atkins, it could be his time to go. He's got his bye. Yes, he could wait probably another week to get through that 20. He is, but he's going to get rid of that 20 or 30 he got last week eventually, and carry you through the last 2 buys. But you can get rid of him if you need to make that upgrade if you've got no one else better. Matt Zeebs
doesn't like Atkins. Doesn't like Atkins at all. There's no one else here, Jules, that I want to talk about. So let's move on to the next game of the round. GWS versus Richmond.
Next game of the round. GWS versus Richmond. No, I hated this game.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah, because you had Briggs and I decided not to bring him in.
Did you, I messaged you. I thought you had him in. That's why I said, wow, that Briggsy goal. Were you upset when he kicked that goal?
I wasn't watching the game, Matty. After the first quarter, seeing his score, I'm like, nah.
You should have seen that.
No.
You should have seen that second goal he kicked.
I saw a replay, Matty. Okay, I'm on the Twitterverse all year.
Yeah, okay.
All day. All second. Tom Green, CBAs, 31. His highest ever. Briggs, 30.
Wow, we.
I hope that Flynn comes back in. 29 to Nank. 28 to Cornelia. God, he's shit. 28 to Taranto. 27 to Prestia. What a meatball. 24 to Ward. 23 to Cochin. Jeez, he's getting some CBAs. Yes. 21 to Bolton. 15 to Callahan. His highest. 5 to Ryan. What a dud. 3 to Riccardi. 3 to Dusty. 2 to Tom Green. 2 to Brett Daniels, who was subbed off injured. And Himmelberg, 1 playing in the back line now. Matt Zoobs.
2 to Toby Green, not Tom Green, you idiot.
I said Toby Green.
I thought you said Tom.
One of us is an idiot. Now 6 kickouts to Whitfield. 6 to Rioli, 6 to Short, 0% midfield time for Short, first time in the year. 5 to Himmelberg, 5 kickouts to Himmelberg. He's in the back line, Matty.
He's back, he's ready.
3 to Ash, 1 to Balta, and that's it, man. Tell me what you reckon.
I think if Himmelberg wasn't on the last bye, I'll get him in.
Jamie, you're not spelling his name right.
Himmels.
There he is.
He's 370, just under 370, and he's
369. Damn, you are shit, Himmelberg.
He got 103. Got a subbed off last week, but
Subbed off.
yeah. So he should be coming down more. Tom Green, he got 35 touches and only 89. He was at 100, and he just didn't. The game was up for grabs, and that Marlon Pickett took a lot of points off him when he kicked that winner goal. So congratulations to Richmond. Briggs was on like 137 as well, and also lost some points from that goal.
Good.
But Briggs did kick like a...
He scored... He did this bullshit. He scored the highest for GWS. For the game. For the game.
Champ.
Briggs.
Champ.
God, this is why I hate Supercoach so much. I can't wait for next year.
Briggs just Nank couldn't... Well, Nank scored very well. He got 114. Topped up 4.
Where was he? Where was Nank when he kicked those 2 goals? Shit,
He was...
Nank
Well,
curse.
he just grabbed it out of the ruck and kicked it. So... but Briggs is a big, bustling, lumbering
I
idiot.
hope he gets a 50 this week. I kept on trying. Every time I just felt this influx of rage, I always thought, George, he can get 50 next week, just relax. And I didn't.
Even Stevie Khalil, he got 101 Dream Team, 81 Supercoach. So crap.
He's so shit.
All these
I can't believe I've traded him in. I'm going to trade him out again.
You use 6 trades. You use 7
I'll
trades.
trade him out again.
You traded him in, you traded him out, you traded him in, and you traded him out again.
If I trade him out, yes.
Yes, wow.
But I don't have enough trades. I wasted them all trading him in and out.
Yeah, of course you did. No one really asked. Champ, what did you think of Aguin?
He's so shit.
He is so bad.
But that's what I expected. It's not like I didn't expect that. That's why I had 21 players on the fields, because I knew I needed to make way for Agwin.
Make one for Agwin.
Oh.
Richmond boys, Toronto still having an awesome year. 36 touches and a goal, 111. Nank, point of difference for a ruck if you want him. Still my Nank Shank, still going to keep it up, champ. You got Liam Baker doing cuck 78. Nothing really. Samson Ryan should have got rid of him if you haven't already.
Got 61.
Well, his break-even was 107, so he would have lost about $20,000.
I had enough of this shit game, Matty.
Let's go to the last game of the round. Another nail-biting, close victory.
Hated this game. This was just had pieces of shit written all over it.
Jules.
I'm just going to straight into the CBAs because Merritt had his highest ever with 31.
Wow, go Merritt.
Goldstein 29, Cordwell 25, Stringer 25, Phillips 25, the only midfielder standing. Another early trade out. Draper 24, Liam Shields 20, Wardlaw 19, good on ya. Taron Thomas 18, I won't say anything. Hobbs 12, Phillips 11, Greenwood out injured with 8, Simpkin out injured with 7, Dylan Shield out injured with 6, Perkins 6, Colin Coleman Jones 6, Powell 3, Schneasel only got 2 CBAs and 1 to Bailey Scott. Matt Seeves on read out the kickouts.
Champ read out the kickouts.
Matty, 5 to Hall. 5 to Hall. Taking all the kickouts.
All of them.
McGrath 3. Ridley 2 only, Redmond 2, but there wasn't too many behinds kicked. There was 9 by each side. Sheasel only got 2 and Zeeble only got 2.
Makes me sick.
And it does, because when Zeeble was getting 9 and 11, that significantly helped his scoring. Now he's with Aaron Hall. We need Clarko to come back in, Radden get back, because he's obviously changed something in the defence, and it's
hurting Will Phillips.
Cucks everywhere, guys. Cucks.
Yeah.
Cuckies.
Will Phillips got
Cucks.
116 top scores that up. So Zeeble and Sheasel, are they on the chopping block, Jules?
Zeeble and Schneasel, they're definitely both on the chopping block. I tell you why, Matty.
I know why.
Because they're shit.
Because of the coach.
Yes.
Because of Aaron Hall.
Well, I was looking at
Dreadlock
Thingos. So this
moron.
is the, I'll put it up there. This is the heat map for the Schnees. He is playing a lot more midfield. I mean, ideally that sounds good, but when he's getting so much ball in North Melbourne's back line, it could be something that is hurting his scoring, getting the ball in the forward.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it either, Matt Zeeves. But who do you like less, Zeeble or Schneasel? Because the only difference with Schneasel is he wasn't getting many kickouts as it was. He was always the second fiddle. Now he's just getting a bit of midfield time.
Zeeble has never been a good player if he's not taking the kickouts.
I agree.
So Zeeble is the one I like least.
His break even is like 170.
I see. I know.
He's got the last buy.
I know.
Is it time for Zeeble to go? Now, okay, now I'm going to name 3 shit players for you. And you're going to tell me...
They're all in my team, aren't they?
Yeah. It's,
Yeah. And they're all in your team too?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, go. Zeeble.
Zeeble, Schneasel, and Day.
I think Sheasel is safe. Out of Day, and I'll probably put Day and Zeeble. Oh, look, they're both. I hate them both.
Just forget about buys for a second.
I'll get rid of.
The shittest player, who's going to average more points, who's going to lose the most money
I'll probably,
over the whole year.
I'll probably get rid of Zeeble and Day.
First?
Yeah.
Who's got the better scoring potential? You think Schniesel's got the biggest scoring potential of all three of them?
I think so. I do. Will Day has not scored anything over. Hasn't scored over 100 since we've brought him in.
I had him before.
Okay, but over these last 5 games, he's been averaging under 80. Like, Chase Jones is averaging more than him over the last 5 games. Chase Jones, the laughing stock of my team. He's averaging...
It was Peter Net. It was
always Peter. Look, Peter Net did the job. He did the job.
Man,
he made me
can you bring in some funny players?
I can't. I'm bringing in 2 massive Premos this week.
I know Jamie, I know Mikalo, Docky Boy, even me. We want you to bring in someone.
Jamie, I spoke to him this morning. I told him a bit of a sneak preview of my trades, and he's scared.
Oh,
I
just wanted to. I want to laugh
because, like, you laugh now.
But
Jamie made the point this morning. He goes, these idiot players that I got, they've did the job. They've made you 100 and something odd K each. Chase Jones, since I've got him at 300,000. Champ, do you know how much Chase Jones is right now?
Champ, I couldn't care less.
But this is the thing. You just want to laugh at.
I know. That's what I want to do. I'm not saying, Matty, tell me some price projections for Chase Jones.
I'm just letting you know. Chase Jones is he's already made me 100,000. He's made me 133,000.
Is this how you feel when I read out CBAs? Because this is damn.
Chase Jones has made me 133,000. You know how much Pitt has made me, champ? 110. But with that, Briggs, moving on to these players, champ, I can afford to get a Neil and a Brayshaw this week on the expense of Chase Jones and Atkins. Tell me about it, right? Tell me. Look at that team. Look at that. Look at that. And look at the bank. Look at that.
Can we get back to the football?
Yeah, we are getting back to the football.
No, but okay. No, I think I'd rather keep Day out of all 3 of those.
I hate them all.
Because I'm hoping that his massive stint in the back line was because Sicily was out. And he can go back to getting his 30 touches, and that's absolutely hitting a target. I don't know the break evens off the top of my head, but I know that Zeeble will have the highest one.
Oh yeah, he does.
But I can see that turning around if the Clarko comes back. Is there any time you're expecting Clarko to come back?
Hopefully in a hurry, champ.
Have you heard anything?
No.
I haven't heard anything either. So
Will Day scoring 84, 88, 74, 74, 81 over his last 5. That is pretty crap. Now let's talk about that Zeeble, Jaws.
Yeah.
Zeeble is still in my team for now, but he is averaging...
He just lost 51k.
Yes, I understand that. He lost 51k and he's going to lose a lot more too.
Oh, yeah.
So he's scored 59, 71, 88. So his scoring has dropped since Clarkson said, hey, I'm going to get out of this stupid club.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, why can't he get those 179s?
Because he's not playing St Kilda.
I know. They play him again though.
Not. Aaron Hall will have a good score.
Aaron Hall, good. Try to get in Aaron Hall. I don't know, George. Like sometimes...
And Schniesel just looks like he's bound for 70s all his life.
Well, Schniesel's break-even is 119. Zeebel's break-even is 172s. And Dave's break-even is kind of respectable, 101 or something, but he still hasn't got that
God,
for a while.
It's disgusting.
Yes, disgusting.
One of them's going to bounce back.
It makes me think I want to keep Atkins.
I was thinking about that too.
It makes me think, because he's not going to really lose us money or make us any money anymore, but Zeeble and Day and Sheasel are all...
Yeah, I'm starting to like, because my plan was to get rid of Warple at his buy, and I like Warple more than Day, Schniesel and Thingo, so I was like...
Yeah. So even if, even if that will... Oh yeah, I think I might have to keep Atkins.
Don't wreck your trade plans, Matty. Let us all do it on the live. On Wednesday, guys, Wednesday. Join us on Wednesday. Wednesday.
Champ, let's just talk about something else real quickly.
Tell me...
I just want to give you guys a preview of what some players are doing at the moment. Some players I'm talking about, just like the most traded in players at the moment.
No one's doing trades on a Monday.
Champ, I was doing all my trades on every Monday. So there's already 12% of people getting like top three premiums. Lucky Neil, Brayshaw, people getting in 5.
I know. Who do you like better out of Fife and Yeo at their price?
5 because his break even is 26 and he's already had his buy.
Fair enough.
And he's getting midfield time.
Sarong as well up there, Matty.
Yeah, Sarong, Sinclair, all the big boys that have played. You're going to see a lot of Fremantle, St Kilda and Brisbane. Oh, you're only going to see one Brisbane guy coming
Now,
in.
Matty, I know your ruck's pretty solid and set. If Tim English is playing Port Adelaide without Lycett or Teakle, because I know Teakle's injured, and Lycett had that back and subbed out.
Fiddleston's going to give him a run for his money.
If Fiddleston is playing English in the ruck, do you have to sell the kitchen to get him in?
So what you're saying is, let's get rid of Ryan Marshall, who's already had his bye to get that English.
No. Let's just. You can get all three of them.
You get all three. What do you mean all three of them?
You know, you can have Marshall, Briggs, and English for the buys.
Briggs needs to be on the field.
Not against Goldstein. I reckon it's a week. I know because a lot of people have them three. I think Briggs is the one you can rest this week against Goldstein. He's always quelled up opposition ruckman.
Look, let's be perfectly honest, George. You're only playing the best 18. I'm sure out of the 20-odd premiums that you have in your team.
Yeah.
Okay,
but I had a team of 21, but it doesn't compare to the teams that had Merritt and English.
Tom Mitchell's, yeah.
I still scored higher than you.
You had more players. I had 84.
I had Agwin.
Yeah, off the field.
Yeah, exactly. So there's one of my 21 players.
You scored that well that your Zeeble didn't even make the cut.
That's not well. He scored a 50.
59.
Whatever.
But you had Weddles that came in that obviously, who else was your Humphreys did pretty good. I think the Weddle was your shitter scorer, wasn't he?
No, I had Atkins on the field.
He must have been your shitter scorer.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Anyway, the more players, the merrier, because I don't think Akron's going to get too many games, Matty. I think the coach must be hitting it on right now, saying that he's not that good. Anyway, that's pretty much done.
I'm done too, George.
I'm done 3, Matty.
Live on Wednesday?
Sure. We'll just get it all out in the open. Our trades, my trades, your trades.
Everyone's trades.
Okay. Guys, if you are new here by any chance, I don't think there's any newbies watching, but if you are, please like and subscribe. And if you already are, liked and subscribed.
We love you anyway.
And if you're not liked and subscribed,
we love you, hate you. Get out of here. So, here's a shoulder check to go in 3 weeks.
All right, Matty.
What?
All right.
There's nothing in it. What? All right, see you guys. Love you. I'm going to go home. I've got an appointment.
What's your appointment for?
Security doors. Some guys coming to give me some security doors.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you watch the security doors...
You haven't been robbed once.
Never.
All right.
You know.